is happening, everyone? It's the Lego Detective, and I'm back again with a BIONICLE review. Well, actually, a few weeks ago, I was checking some videos on my channel, and I noticed that a few of my BIONICLE videos, my really old BIONICLE videos, well, not really old, but they were actually about a year ago. It was on a review on a Kimu, and not a review, but a Let's Build on Uxar, which is the BIONICLE that you're looking at right now. And I'm going to assume that something went wrong with the uploading process. But I do remember uploading the Akimu video like 15 times and it failing. But I'm going to assume that it didn't fail, but rather it just didn't finish uploading, but it was still sort of like on my video stream. So what I did is I basically made one of the copies of the Akimu review, because there were like 15 times I tried to upload it. I made one of the copies public, but it uploaded, it wasn't like it just became public from back then, which was like September last year was when I did those reviews. But it became public from a few weeks ago. So it was kind of weird because, first of all, you could tell I sounded a bit younger, and also I was filming on my carpet next to a bunch of my BIONICLE containers, which I still have in my room, but I don't film by them, and they're like pretty much in the corner of my room. And I have a bunch of my Lego minifigs, like just some of like the bootleg that I got a while ago, just standing on that. But anyway, I never reviewed Uxar, and I really like Uxar, and he's been sitting on my desk, actually literally right next to me. I have a bunch of other BIONICLEs. I have Takanuva's ship. I have a Voriki work in progress. I have Onua, but missing the mask. I have an incomplete Rocco T3, and I have Lua, my custom modified version of Lua. Like the 2016 one that I did a review on a long time ago. So you can check that out. I haven't done a link before, but maybe I can try to mess with the description and see if I can get a link to my custom modified Lua from 2016. I'll show you that. But if there's no link in the description, then don't get mad at me, because I've never done a link before, but I'll try to see what happens. But anyway, so this is Uxar. He's pretty cute. All the, what were they called? The Uniters, I think? Well, like the elemental creatures, basically. I feel like all of them were kind of cute. And yeah, there's one piece that I added to modify. But before we get into the dude, this is what I did. So originally, basically the piece that I added was this black pin. And every BIONICLE collector should have a black pin. Like, it's a really super common piece. And basically, this is how it originally was. And this piece could, like, wobble back and forth. And I didn't really like that. So what I did is I just added a black pin in there. And in conjunction with the blue pin, it is sort of stable. Speaking of which, there are a lot of blue pins, which could be considered a con, because if you look at it from the top, which is its main viewing point, like it looks the best, then you're going to see a lot of little blue spots, and I don't really like that. Also, this is just a nitpick, but the half axle, half stud, like the half pins, or sorry, like half pin, half stud, the half pins with the studs at the end, they're really, really wobbly, so these little spikes just go wherever they want. And that's been something that always really annoys me, especially with a lot of the times there will be like half pins with a bunch of like barb pieces like this sticking out. They did that on like the early Ninjago dragons. I still think that they might do that, like just for decoration, but it really annoys me how they can sort of like twirl around really easily, like just tap it and then it just goes a different place. So yeah, there's the head of Uxar. Hopefully you can see that. He's got these little sort of horns that you can pose, and a horn on the front. The neck is posable, and I really like this color of translucent green. This is one of my favorite colors for BIONICLE, and they didn't really use it. They didn't really use it in the original run. I don't think that they had this color in the original run, but they used it in the Lua and Uxar, and this guy is really dusty. Just quickly try to dust him off. But yeah, he's pretty interesting. Looking at him from the front, he kind of resembles like a mosquito with like a barbed stinger, 4 little legs, which the front ones have 2 points, like one here and then one over there, but the back ones are just single ball jointed. Um, and then he's sort of like a mosquito dragonfly sort of appearance with those wings. And I really like sort of like the elemental blade pieces which they used with the Liwa or Lua, however you say it as well. That's one thing. Um, and yeah. But anyway, onto the main play feature. You can basically move the stinger up and down, and then it's a gear function, and then the wings move up and down. And a lot of people don't really like Bionicle Gen 2, but I think that what it did, it basically used CCBS, which is it's like even though a lot of people hate Hero Factory, it did introduce a CCBS. Like without Hero Factory, we wouldn't have CCBS, and CCBS is really cool, especially when you use CCBS and then as the main structure and then combined it with the original, like more Technic system, the original system. I forgot. I know there's a name for it, but I forgot. The original system used in the original Bionicle sets, the Technic Bionicle system, basically. Yeah. But I just feel like CCBS is really, really good. And also, like, there aren't too many pieces in this guy. Most of the pieces go into this back section right here with all the gears. That's where most of the pieces go. Like, these big wings are one piece, and you just add on these little pieces. You can also, like, pose these little pieces and move them up and down. So you can kind of move them, like, each one of these down a little bit. And then, like, bring all the little, like, barbs forward. And then sort of make it look like an attack pose. Like, sort of he's getting ready to, like, jump on you or something. I think that's pretty neat. And I think that a lot of the creatures, and pretty much all of them, are pretty cute with the way that they're designed. And they still have these at Toys R Us. They still have the original Bionicles. Well, not the original ones, obviously, but the original, like, the 2016 ones. And I remember, like, in September, stressing out. I was stressing out so much because I thought that if I didn't buy, like, literally all the Bionicles that I didn't have, if I didn't buy them then I would never be able to get them again because Toys R Us would go out of stock. Because, like, towards the end of Bionicle, they just made it a Toys R Us exclusive thing. And Toys R Us still has them. And I really, like, they're discounting a lot of Lego sets. Like, I'm seeing they still have the City of Sticks. They're trying to sell it, a really, really damaged and opened box City of Sticks for $100, which is a complete ripoff. It's like a 3-year-old set, and you can get it for so much cheaper, sealed on, like, Bricklink. And recently, my mom got for, like, what was it? I think it was like $15, or $25, the Ultra Agents Hurricane Heist, and that was sitting there for a long time. And they're still trying to sell some Chima sets, but I doubt they'll sell. And yet, the Bionicle sets are like a year old. Well, they're like almost a year from the time that they were discontinued, almost, in just a few months. And they're still asking full price. Like, I'm gonna wait until they put a lot of the Bionicle sets on sale, like half off, at least 25% off for like the $10 sets, and then at least half off for like the $15 to $20 to $30 sets. Like, they still have Umarak the Destroyer, and they're asking $30 of you, and they still have like the $20 Toa. They're still selling for $20. They still have some of the Uniters. Yeah, it is Uniter, right? Yeah, it's Uxar Uniter of Jungle, right? I'm pretty sure. I'll have to search it up because, yeah, I've long thrown away these boxes. But, yeah, you guys tell me if you have, like, Bionicles still at your Toys R Us, because it's not, like, they troll me. Like, I wanted those Bionicles so bad. I wanted to get all of them, like, so bad. Oh, just a year ago. Picture me a year ago. I would go crazy for the Bionicles that they had there. Like, I would go to Toys R Us for the sole purpose of seeing Bionicles. I wouldn't even look at other Legos. I would just go to the Bionicles and sit there, and try to convince my mom to get me one or something. Like, that's what I would do a year ago. And nowadays, they just troll me. They're just, like, sitting there on the shelf saying, I know that you kind of still want Bionicles, and we're not going to be half off. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching my review on Uxar Uniter, I think, of Jungle. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope that all that wanted to see a review of this were satisfied. And I do plan on doing more Bionicles. I still haven't reviewed, like, I promised you that I would finish the Baraki reviews and Toa Mari, but I never did. So I still need to do 3 more Toa Mari reviews, even though the other ones are like 2 or 3 years old. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching my review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.